Hello, this is Chris Farrell. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. I am really pleased that you have as well, because I have got something for you here over the next few minutes that I think is going to fill you with enthusiasm. I am going to show you right now on your computer screen exactly how to create a web page totally from scratch, and then when you have created it, exactly how to publish it and upload it to the web itself. Now, just before I begin, can I just say one thing? I am not going to stop during this video to explain some of the bits and pieces that you're about to see in detail. The point of this video is to show you how quickly the whole process can be accomplished. There might be a few things therefore that you're about to see that you might just be a little bit hazy or a little bit sketchy about. If that is the case, please be rest assured that everything you're about to see I explain in step-by-step detail in my ebook, in my free ebook that you can get for free on my website. That ebook is called Create Your First Website by 3:45 this afternoon. So therefore the point of this video is to show you how quickly, once you know that information, you can create a web page. So, are you ready? Let's begin. Now, the very first thing that you have to do when you create a web page is create a brand new folder. Into that folder we are going to put all the contents of your web page, and what I mean by that is that the files and the images that you're going to use, we're always going to save them in the same folder. This is called a project folder, and it's always good housekeeping and good practice to save your project folders in My Documents. So let's create a brand new project folder. Here we go. I'm opening up My Documents, and right click anywhere in a blank space, click on New, click on Folder, and let's name this new folder. Let's just call it Test. There we go. So we've now got a new empty folder in My Documents, and this will be our project folder. Good. So far so good. Let me now close My Documents. Now, for the sake of this video, let's just imagine I want to create a web page promoting my ebook Create Your First Website by 3:45 this afternoon. I have got two images for the sake of this video that I want to use on my web page. Therefore, before I go any further, I want to put both of those images in the project folder we've just created. So if you're doing this on your desktop, all you have to do is find the location of the images that you eventually want to use on your web page. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Firstly, I have a header that I want to use, and I know for a fact that my headers are saved in this folder here on my desktop, and they're saved in my headers folder, funnily enough. So you open up the folder, or you find the location of the image you want. Here is the header that I want. And there's many ways you can do this. I'm going to show you one. Right click on the file that you want, on the image that you want, and now while I'm still holding down the right button on my mouse, I'm clicking and dragging, I'm lifting it up here to the desktop, I'm letting go, and now I'm selecting copy here. And as you can see, I've now got a copy of this image on the desktop itself. Let me close that. I also want to insert onto my web page an image of my ebook, and I know for a fact I've got them in this folder here. So open up the folder for the location for this image. I want to use this image here, Create Your First Website JPEG. Again, right click on that, click and drag to your desktop, let go, left click on copy here. There it is. Let's close this window as well. I know I'm going through this quickly, and as I say, all these details are explained in detail in my ebook. The point of this video is to show you how quickly this can be done. So I've now got these two images that I eventually want on my web page. These need to be put into our project folder. So let's go back to our project folder, which was in My Documents. Open up My Documents. Here's the project folder, Test. Here are images. Let me just literally click and drag, that's what I'm doing, our images, and drop them into the folder. Here's the header. I'm clicking and dragging on my mouse over the folder, letting go. If I now open this folder, look, there we are, both the images. So I now know the location of the images for my web page. They're in my project folder, which is called Test, which is saved in My Documents. Good. So far so good. Right, now open up your HTML editor or whatever you're using to build your website with. I'm going to open up NView for the sake of this video because that's what I've used as an example in my ebook. So open up NView. Close this tips window. Right, as I keep saying, I know I'm doing this quickly. The point of this video is to show you how quickly it is to create a web page from scratch. I'm going to, excuse me, create a very simple web page straight away. So I'm going to go to Insert, I'm going to go to Table, I'm going to go to Precisely, I'm going to click on one row, one column, click on OK. I'm going to click on the table itself and select Table tab here. I want to change the alignment to the center. I'm also going to quickly change the spacing and the padding, which is always set to a default that I don't actually like. So I'm going to click OK. This is now centered. I'm now pressing Enter. There we go, so it's looking a bit more like a web page. I'm now going to go to the very top, going to click on Format, Page Title. Let's name the page Title. Create your first website. As I say, all this is explained in my ebook in more detail. I'm just going through it very quickly here. And now I want to save this page. Remember, everything is being saved in the project folder, which is saved in my documents, and we've called the folder Test. Okay, so click on Save, navigate to my documents. There we go. Click on the project folder, Test. Open that folder. Into this folder we're now going to save the page we're creating. As you also might recall from my ebook, every home page is titled an index page. So title your file name index.html, press save. There we go, it's now saved as it says up here, index, and then we've got the name of the site. Right, let's make it look aesthetically a bit more pleasing. Let's change the colors, and as I keep saying, I'm just going to race through this very quickly. That's okay. Let me change the color of the table itself. Select table, select background color for table. Let's put it in white. Good, there we go. Now I want to insert a header. So I go up the top here, I go to Image, I navigate, I clicked rather, choose File, I navigate to my, well, it's in default it's opened up in my project folder. Here is my header, click on that, click on Don't Use Alternate Text, click on OK. Look, there's my header. Let's just press return a few times. Let's put a quick bit of text in here. Let's just write, create your first website. I'm just going to quickly change the font because I don't like this default font. I'm going to change it up here to Helvetica. There we go. And I'm also going to change the size of it to a heading, and I'm also going to put it in red. There we go, that's good. Okay, let's press return. Let me put another image in here very quickly. Again, navigate to your project folder, which I'm in by default. Here is the image, create your first website. Click on that, click on Don't Use Alternate Text. There is my image. So look, it's looking pretty good already. And let's say, for example, that we are now fine with this. You can, of course, add loads more text and do whatever you want. But for the sake of this example, let's say we're ready now to upload this to the web. So save everything. Once you've saved everything, you then need to publish your web page. Now, when you publish your web page, you will need to know your hosting details. You will have got your hosting details from your hosting company when you signed up and opened an account with them. I'm going to show you down here. I've got mine already prepared for you. Here we are. I have my hosting is through Push Button Hosting, a company in the UK, which is excellent. Somewhere in your hosting details you will have your what's known as your FTP, that stands for File Transfer Protocol. You will have your username and you will have your password. So by the time you see this video I will have actually changed this password. So, but for the sake of this video I want you to be able to see everything. So I need these details here, as you can see. So let me go back to our web page. Let's go to Publish. Let's go to Settings, and this is all explained in my ebook. Create your first website. The address of your home page is the full URL, the full website address. The publishing address, again all explained in my ebook, is as follows. It's already filled in here by default. We've got the username that you just saw on that email from my hosting company, and the password, which I have forgotten, but I got it written down in front of me here, so I'm quickly going to type it in rather. There we go. Now watch this. I'm going to click Publish. This will take a few seconds. This is now publishing to the web itself. In a second this will be finished. Let's just wait here. Let's just wait. There we go. Publishing complete. So this website is now on the World Wide Web itself. Therefore, let me close, or let me just minimize end view. Let's open up your whichever browser you use, whether it's